Hey guys, Bob from Skillz. Today is spring cleaning day, and we're going to go over a few scrapping tips of what you should do and what you shouldn't do when you're first starting out or when you're scrapping in general. So stay tuned! It's springtime, and the man cave is in desperate need of cleaning. So we are going to work on that. You won't see all of that on the video. This is more geared towards scrapping, but I've got a lot of work to do, and I need to clear out some rooms so I can detail this baby and get it out on the road. Looking forward to getting that bike out. So over the course of a couple of years, I've actually saved up a whole bunch of stuff, and I haven't been able to catch up and take care of it. Some of it got buried and I forgot about, and some of it I just quite frankly didn't want to deal with right away. So there's a whole bunch of stuff here. As you can see, there's some monitors, some TVs and whatnot that does not work. And we're going to take them out. We're going to put them in the, or we're going to put them on the bench, and we're going to strip them of their copper and precious metals and get them out on the trailer so I can get rid of them. So that's what we're going to do. Austin, you want to give me a hand moving some TVs?
Sure.
Awesome. You guys remember my son Austin, right? Sweet. Some of the bigger TVs I'll need your help with. Yep. Thanks, buddy.
My chosen weapons for this task. Hi everybody, I'm hoping everyone is having a great weekend. Sorry about the deep voice here, I do have a bit of a cold, so I hope you understand. Today we're going to be simply scrapping the 4 TVs and the monitor. And there's a couple of things I wanted to talk about with you while I do this here. So I'll be mentioning that and sprinkling that in between while watching me scrap all of these TVs and monitor. When I first started scrapping, I put out an ad on Facebook, the barter swap sites and Craigslist and various other sites, locally of course as well, and was just asking for any of their scrap at all. TVs, monitors, DVD players, computers, whatever you had, I was willing to take off your hands or their hands free of charge. The response to this ad was quite overwhelming, and I was kept quite busy picking up people's monitors and TVs and such. So I amassed quite a pile of TVs and monitors and various other things, and I began to get to work in scrapping and taking out the copper and aluminum and precious metals out of them. Life was good, until I realized that I had a bit of a problem. The old-fashioned TVs and monitors had a tube setup. It was made of glass, and then of course there was the shell of the monitors and TVs to consider as well. Please keep in mind that this was in the very beginning of when I started to scrap. So I thought about how to effectively recycle these things. What should I do with them? My first thought was to basically smash them into little bits and pieces of plastic and glass and put them in a container, and then throw them in the trash. As I thought more about it, I realized that there are a lot of hazards that would be involved in this process. What if I injured myself? Or heaven forbid, the container that I put the glass and plastic in came undone and injured the person that was taking out the trash. Or the guy taking away the trash for that matter every week. And on top of all of that, if you bust open the tube, there's gases, and there's also unhealthy material if you were to breathe in. Not good. And ultimately, smashing the glass and the plastic is an irresponsible thing to do. It's not good for the environment, and it's not a proper way to recycle anything. If you smashed it, put it in the trash, and then the trash person took it away, it could end up in a landfill and not properly recycled. So what does someone in my position do that has all these monitors and TVs that have been gutted out and are sitting in your garage just collecting dust? The answer to that question is simple. I gathered it all up and I brought it to the junkyard and paid to have it disposed of and recycled properly. So you're probably asking yourself, what's the moral of this story? Well, I'm about to tell you. I chalked this up as a learning experience. It ended up costing me more to dispose of the TVs and monitors than what I got out of it in precious metals. The old-fashioned TVs and monitors do have quite a bit of copper, and some aluminum too. But in the end, it would be a waste of time to take the TVs and monitors and bring them to your home and then scrap them. Unless, of course, you had a facility that you could take them to that would take them and recycle them free of charge. In my case, I didn't have any such facility that would do this. For me, a valuable lesson was learned here. I no longer collect monitors, TVs, and things of that nature, but when I'm driving around, I do keep a set of tools with me. And if I see a TV or monitor on the side of the road, as long as it doesn't have a sign saying this works, I will stop, take the cord, and take a few brief moments to take the precious metals out of the TV, put it back in place, and then keep on driving. It takes about maybe 10 minutes to actually get all the copper out of a TV. So if you're new to scrapping, or you want to start scrapping, don't do what I did. Always ask yourself what the return on investment is going to be if you take anything and bring it to your home to scrap. Because in the end, you're trying to make money. So these TVs and the monitor that I'm scrapping today are relics of that time. I'm posting this video and this story in the hopes that you watch it and you realize what I had done wrong so you don't make the same mistake. And for my regular viewers, and even my new ones, don't forget to go over and view my WSA wire stripping tool giveaway video. I'm giving away 4 wire stripping tools from TNT Tooling to 4 lucky individuals. On April 21st, I will make that announcement. If there's something you'd like to see me do on the channel, just leave a comment below. I'd be happy to oblige. I have quite a few new upcoming videos in the works, and I wanted to let you guys know that I'm going to start trying to produce a new video twice a week. And I also wanted to give a special shout out to my son Austin for giving me a hand with these very heavy TVs. All in all, it was a great day. I was able to scrap 4 TVs and 1 monitor and clear out a bunch of space in the garage, which made the wifey very happy.
Well, there. I've got some low-end boards with some aluminum and a little bit of copper on them that I can process and refine even more. This one's got a whole bunch of aluminum on it. There's that one and that one there. That one has a little bit on it. Got the steel mesh case that I can throw in my light iron pile. Got a whole bunch of wire, which I will process a little later on. Most of that's copper. It's possible that this gauze wire here could be aluminum, but we'll see. Got some copper there. We've got 5 yokes. We've got some stainless steel, some bolts, and that's one of my neodymium magnets to make sure that whether something's steel or not. So there. I've got brass balls. No, really, I've got brass balls with some thread in here. As you can see, you can put a bolt or a screw in there. I thought it'd be nice footing for some project or something. It's scrap, but I might be able to use it for something. What do you guys think? Leave your comments down below, and I'd love to hear from you. Brass balls. Got a whole bunch of them.
This week's small YouTube creator recommendation is 24K Garbage. 24K Garbage does videos on gold refining and gold recovery. He has excellent how-to videos and some personal life experiences mixed in. Please support 24K Garbage by clicking on the link in the description below. 24K Garbage has skills. Until the next video, adios.